have the money to do it, that's when it's gonna happen. I don't have that, of course, right
there
now.
There you go. All right,
but,
if you're a sponsor and you want to sponsor a JRT LAN right now, hit him up. Let's get the Montreal LAN going. We all know the French Canadians used to be the terror of North America.
They were.
Gotta bring it back, man. It starts in the LAN scene. We're into the server here. We're into Mirage. We got Might, we got Lag, and I don't really know what we're gonna get, so let's find out.
Yeah, I think we forgot to talk about predictions, Mike, but
nah, it's all good.
No, okay, well,
oh, we can predict, John.
I'm just thinking Might is gonna take this map. I think they still have enough compared to Lag with all that experience that they should be able to drop them here on Mirage for a second time in a row.
Yeah, look, I'm never going to pick it up against my boy Snakes. You know, I know maybe the shine's come off a little bit from the prodigy 15-year-old we once had, but I know what's there. I know the latent talent that's there. I feel like Gohan, at some point, someone's going to put their hand on his head, and he's suddenly going to be the best player in the server again. Oh, but it's a flurry of kills. It was looking rather one-sided for Might on this retake. Now we've got action in this pistol round. A duel, a 1-for-1, and Base will connect the shot. So there we go. Mirage starts off with a bang. That was looking bad for Lag for a moment, but Base just turns the tide.
Unbelievable. I mean, the IGL again coming through, shining for Lag. 3 frags immediately. Yesterday, he was quite strong as well. Didn't end up being a top fragger, but I believe ADR-wise, he was quite impactful right behind Nick at one point. Overall, if I'm not mistaken, Nick ended up being their top ADR player at 87.3. We should probably clarify that again, Mike, just so everyone watching understands.
Yes.
Nick's is NYYX. And
dumb
Nick
that they're on a team together.
Yeah.
But need one of them to change that alias. But it is Nick and Nix. Nick and Nix. If you're wondering why I'm repeating that, it's not for you. It's for me, audience. It's for me. Because I am going to brutalize that a few times here. And you know what? It's not my fault. It's theirs. They've made this. They've made this situation. They've forced me to do this. Ooh, a little bit of a cheeky fight here from Snakes. Going to be able to get one. Ooh, lethal with the 5-7. Nearly a second found there. It used to be one of the most ferocious pistol players out there. Ogwizard says, I feel like I should be able to go a little further here. And we'll find a freebie, though the trade is swift. Looks like DJ and Louis are just thinking about saving this one. It's going to be a bit disappointing for them. Louis, oh, that nade is actually just designed to... Yep, there it is. There it is. Giga Brain. They're going to think he was just throwing it at default as well, so they're not that tempted to hunt, but the gun flies in. Louis now got an AK, and it's a good save for Might.
Well done. So good discipline from Might. Nice nade usage to get a gun saved over. And that won't be too bad for them, right? They did force up to try and get something done into this round. A couple of frags, an AK out of it. Not too shabby. Won't really be able to buy up here. Nifty saving for the AWP, so that's not going to be much of an investment on that side. So yeah, probably just pistols around the MP9 and the AK, but it's still an MP9 and AK that might bring out of this. I'm wondering if Louis is going to drop that AK perhaps for DJ. Maybe they'll trade. No, he's going to stick with it because he brought it out of the round. Why not? Lag on the other side, well, I mean, they continue to look pretty strong, at least in terms of their discipline. So I think they're adapting extremely quickly to the ECL level of play, at least from what we've seen so far. And I think that might be because they faced a lot more adversity and advanced on their journey here than One More did, because One More were the champions of advanced. They just found their way right into the league versus, Lag that had to fight their way through relegation against some tough teams. Nix is going to get the opener here onto Nifty. That'll make it a 5v4, and the A site looks like it's already taken.
Just noticing an early trend of attempting really cheeky, just sit in the smoke plays for Nifty, and I don't know how many times did I have to check to stop doing that, but we'll find out. Okay, hold on. Things are getting interesting here. DJ, the second now. We got a retake on. Now we got a retake on. Nifty would love a rifle. That's not going to happen, and OG clears that out right quick. Unarmored dualies? Man, if only. Maybe a P250 gets this. But this ain't happening.
I would have preferred a little more patience from Snakes in that situation. Perhaps better crosshair placement. I know it's just dualies and the chances of getting it are low, but, a little bit more patience would have been still good.
John. Unarmored dualies. Dualies against armor is like throwing spitballs at him.
You're not wrong. 3-0 in favor of Lag. As we move on to round number 4, and finally the first proper buy-up from Might. 4 A1Ss and Nifty with the AWP. And Nifty is indeed a fragging IGL. He is top 2, as I mentioned earlier, plus 10 kill death differential over the last 3 months, and 347 frags, along with a 1.03 KDR. He's not going to go crazy and pop off at the top, but certainly one that is serviceable with the AWP, which is important. He is going to miss that shot as I'm trying to, prop him up, but DJ is there to support him with the rifle.
Big up, and whiff. It never fails.
I know, right?
Our powers are immense. If only I could make that happen in real life. Yeah, Darth Mike will never win the lottery. Boom, lottery ticket hits.
That would be.
If only I had that power.
Yeah.
Man. Be taken over. What would you do if you won the lottery, John?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. I've actually thought about that before. I think everyone has.
Everyone
I would
has.
leave my job immediately, and I would go cast all the time as much as I could. Like, I would just start casting all the time. Maybe host a LAN, actually. That was on my list.
There you go. Yeah, mine's in that vein. I think I'd salary an NACS team. The question is, okay, hold on. ogwizard, hold on. Hang on. A little bit of juice. Okay, all right, here we go. Big trouble. Scar smoked out. Can't do anything about this. This should be a bomb plant on for Lag. I was gonna say, if they don't have a smoke, con life could be difficult, but there's that smoke. Spam is not on the money. And now this is a tricky retake. There's a kid on DJ. 2 of them coming from the ticket side of things. But DJ's got the kit in window, and he's been dropped, so no kit available. That's a big problem, and that might actually pull the trigger on this save.
Wow.
They needed DJ to stay alive.
This is turning into something impressive for Lag, I have to say. Already going to be 4-0. Nifty and Scar trying to save Scar. If he takes a step too far, he will get dropped. ogwizard is hunting a little bit, and he flicks to hit the headshot. I think he has an inkling of where Nifty is as well. Taps a shot in his direction, and Nifty won't miss that one. So he will save the AW, which is the most important piece to bring out of this round, and that could justify the buy because Nifty can drop a rifle.
Could do. I mean, at this point with the loss bonus built up, the money's not bad. Could definitely see a force come around here. And indeed, they will.
Unless they're just going for one rifle here.
Which would be interesting. All right, this is a really weird buy. Everyone just kind of hit their own vibe. Snakes doesn't even get armor, just the Deagle. You got Louis and Scar keeping the money around 2K. Nifty doesn't really put much around this already, held up. And DJ goes all the way in, but then doesn't get the extra little bits of utility, so saves $700. Sure, all right, let's see how this goes. Nifty's got to deliver with the AWP. That's the reality.
Yeah,
Nifty's got to deliver.
He's had a chance there, but decided to move away, and they're just making sure that no one's charging up mid. Mid is completely clear, in fact. Lag setting up for the A hit, and Might are not reading this correctly. Nifty, the only one on the A site, everyone else leaning into B. This is going to be a free take for Lag at the end of the day because they're just going to smoke off Nifty and then plant the bomb. Of course, they still have to clear some position, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but the bomb should almost certainly go down. Nifty's given a chance to rotate around, doesn't hit the shot. Base just cleans his clock. 5v3 in favor of Lag, and the round could already be over.
Man, rinse repeat here. Really effective A takes coming through from Lag. They haven't really had to show us they're playing B yet. I mean, there was the one round where ogwizard lurks through and gets the kill outside of Con, but this has been really good so far. And Might are just struggling to push back, and I mean, that's going to be disappointing. So, it's going to be the 5-0. And John, I like all these noble intentions if you won the lottery, but let's be real. If you won the lottery, you would suddenly have the most absurd skin inventory of all time.
Oh, yeah, that's part of it, for sure. I mean, there's no question. I'd be buying every single skin I'd want.
Gamma Doppler, this, gloves, that.
Oh, that's a guarantee, Mike. I mean, it's a given.
What would be your most frivolous purchase if you won the lottery?
In terms of skins or just
generally? No. Luxury item, whatever. Whatever purchase, frivolous purchase. if you won the lottery?
I honestly, I don't know, man. I'd still want to live within like the same kind of means that I am right now. So
So
I'd
you're
probably
saying
just
it'd be the knife? You'd buy the most expensive
yes,
knife you
yes,
can
probably.
imagine.
It'd probably be like either the most expensive knife or one of the, it'd definitely be a skin. I think that
John, the lottery winner, and all of his friends and family are like, "Man, John, what'd you spend the money on? Nothing's really changing your lifestyle." And then you look at his CS inventory, and it's just "I buy power" stickers all the way down.
I don't even know if I'd go for the iBuyPower stickers. I'm not a big sticker guy.
No,
No, not really. I think I just
no
go for a
Titan
really nice
hollows
skin.
for you.
Maybe I kind of like the blue, the Titan Hollow blue. So maybe.
Yeah, I knew there was something.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think here. There's an op that I would get. I can't remember the name of it now, but
Okay.
I'll think of it after.
What does it look like?
It's the one from the Norse collection. Nifty's gonna get the opener here. Speaking of ops, onto ogwizard. That makes it a 5v4.
From the which collection?
The Norse collection. The Norse.
Gungnir?
Yeah, the Gungnir. There we go. That's the one.
Yeah,
I always liked that one, and I was so sad that I didn't get a chance to get it as a drop, and it's so expensive now. But that would be probably the op I would buy immediately.
That's how you know he's a true CS aficionado. Only thing he wants, more skins. Everyone knows those equal more wins. Nyx, this is the duel. Sorry, not Nyx. Nick. See? Gonna do it again, folks. Here's the duel. Nifty's got to deliver. Another chance. Another shot miss. Nifty hasn't been looking too sharpish with that AWP, but okay. Another opportunity, and this time Snake's at the balcony. It's more than they were anticipating. There's Molly's at his feet, but he's still alive, and Snakes will collect on the next. There's only so many times you can get this A take through before it might finally hit back.
Yeah, no, honestly, I like the aggression that Nifty had at the beginning of the round, going towards top mid with the op. I mean, you're giving Lag the opportunity to set up round after round after round, make their life difficult, get in their faces. That's what's going to kind of get them off their game, because you're so experienced. If you're Might, you know that you can deal with adversity. You have to force Lag to deal with it as well, and they won't be as good. They don't have as much experience. So let's hope that they continue that aggression down mid and continue to keep Lag on their toes.
Good to see Nifty finding some juice with that AWP as well.
Yeah, no. Like I said, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. But in this map, there were some moments. The saga of the Nifty op feels like it's been an interesting one. Right, obviously had that stint on Renegades where looked like Nifty was going to absolutely light the world on fire. Then not so much. Louis aggressive here. Louis. How far does he go? How far does he rumble? Are they prepared for him to be all this way pushed up? He's got the setup with DJ as well for DJ to bait him in a little bit. Oh, DJ gives it up. This could be interesting, though. Because they're headed his way. Almost certainly. Louis is the stand-in. Gonna get a chance to stand and deliver, but oh, he's peeking in, and he's gonna be annihilated. Lacks the patience, and now a minute on, they're going to strike straight towards that B setup. Reinforcements will be pretty swift from Catwalk, but for the moment, it's about DJ holding strong. Oh, got the first. Now those reinforcements are ready. DJ really just needed that one kill. And okay, great. Nyx, you've lurked out on A. Doesn't matter. Your bomb's fully committed here. That's an empty kill. Doesn't even get it. Now Experative is stuck. Lag.
Oh.
Not necessarily working together as a unit. Experative, let's see what you can cook. 3 more targets to find. 30 seconds to do it. Bomb as far back on B as it could be.
This feels like a very, very difficult mission for Experative. And yeah, he doesn't get it done. He was just trying to save the AWP, and DJ spots him out before he gets a chance to escape. So 2 for DJ. I like the way DJ played that. The smoke had dropped right next to him. He's just holding the angle onto site, knowing that they won't be able to see him until they walk on it. Manages to get the first. I actually thought he flicked to get the second for a moment, but it's Nifty with the AWP supporting from Cat to find that second one. And after that is just Mike taking control of the round, which was really nicely done. I still want to kind of credit Lag for a good beginning to the round, being patient, waiting for that aggression to come through from Might, but afterwards disjointed play, players not kind of coordinated or communicating, it seemed, with some stuck on the A site and the other ones committing the bomb towards B.
The thing for me as well is, right, I understand why they wanted to accelerate after getting that kill.
Yeah.
All right, they're hoping that it's a light site, maximum one more player there.
And it was.
But without any mid presence, man, the problem is just that those rotations are so swift. So that's the risk of running, you know, a totally bisected setup, leaving mid open. There's a reason why teams put so much emphasis on at least holding top mid, at least leaving that threat there. And in that round, Lag tried to get away with it and didn't quite succeed.
Right, now have the advantage clearly here in this round. Rifles versus pistols. Lag once again favoring the B site. This time they're going to go for a fast play. The smoke and flash come in, but they're going to charge out. They eat the nade, and actually Louis goes down. DJ's going to have to do some work here, and he absolutely does. 1, 2, no third. Skirta managed to take him down, but he did exactly what he needed to as the reinforcements arrive and take care of the round.
Bit unfortunate Lag couldn't capitalize because, yeah, again, just after we harped on the importance of mid control, a player's allowed to rock right up catwalk and, you know, Tech 9 someone in the back of the head. So in all that chaos, Mike just didn't quite react, but they get it when it matters most. And now they've gotten the rounds that matter most. Mike closing this gap. We'll have another buy in this, but for Lag, the momentum has definitely come to a screeching halt.
Yeah. I think that early success has now ended. Might able to adjust and adapt to what Lag was throwing their way. And I mean, Lag stopped going for the A site, which was working for them very, very well, but understandably so, because look at Might now. They're aggressively postured. 2 players pushing into Palace, take control here. And actually the first one gets dropped by Nyx, who then doesn't get traded. That is a really good result on what could have gone incredibly wrong for Nyx. Nice shot. Good adjustment and adaptation. Now Lag, as they did yesterday, are pumping the brakes after finding the opener.
Smoking towards jungle. Might maybe being caught in rotation, but DJ will be able to get on the line in time. Lots of pressure on. Big pressure on the Snakes. They gotta molly him up. Play this spot a lot, but he's still gonna deliver. Snake's cooking too, as he himself gets immolated. That's great work from Snakes. They knew exactly where he was coming from. It just didn't matter. 3 kills in the round. And it falls to ogwizard. Well now. Talk about stepping into the Viper pit. That one just totally demolished Lag's take in this round. Okay, Nifty. Caught. But OG just looks like he wants to save this big green gun.
Yeah, he's definitely on that mission. No chance of him getting the bomb back. And of course, given the money situation, saving the op is far more important. Great to see Snakes come out, stepping up his game, finding a 3K. You talked about it before. He used to be one of the prodigies in NA, a player that we were watching out for. And then he kind of disappeared and wasn't really playing much Counter-Strike. He came back last year in summer, played for Strife for a little bit, and then disappeared again for 6 months and wasn't really around for the beginning of CS2, but now has joined up with Might, and we'll see if he finds that form once more.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's understandable, right? When you're somebody who got involved in this so young, right? You know,
of course.
Snakes was really making his name at like 15 years old, 14, 15 years old, in a LAN circuit, qualified for Pro League before he was legally allowed to play in Pro League.
Yep.
Had to sit out that season, had some disappointments in the personal career as a result of that. You know, was sort of hard done by an org or two, and it just, you can understand, you know, you're a young man, you're a young player, maybe you want to explore other interests, see what else there is to life. That's a reasonable thing. But now, getting back to it after having that kind of prodigy status, when it can take a little bit of time to knock the rust off. And that's honestly what Mike talked about in their statement about the pickup is, you know, based on who we trialed, we think Snakes has the highest ceiling, and we think once he's back in form, based on the bits we've already seen, you know, once he plays himself back into form, he can really be a difference maker.
Yeah, that's honestly really good scouting and an analysis of the talent pool they had available to them. I agree. I think if Snakes finds his form, he's probably one of the best players that NA has to offer, best free agents that NA had to offer that might we're looking at.
Ball tough timing, a little off. Two players going to be passive, but the tick gives them away. Snakes again, just under the balcony. This is getting a little rinse-repeaty on the hold. And this time it's going to force a save out from Might. Think they need to change up the look here. Whether that's going for some aggression or whether it's changing the spots they're in. Because right now, this defense has stagnated.
Yeah, and I mean, they tried the aggression in that previous round, right? Where they had a couple of players pushing into Palace, but I don't think Palace is the play. I think they need a couple of players towards ramp to try and catch them off guard on the lag side, because they're just walking out and having their way with Might more often than not towards A. The rounds that Might won were when lag tried to adjust themselves and go towards the B side, aside from the one where Snake stood on his head to get 3. But Nifty's going to at least get Nick, which will allow the op to be saved on forward. But credit to lag. I mean, they're doing really well on the A executes. They're forcing Mike to make changes.
Off we go. Let's see what they've got. Come on, Snakes. Don't be under the balcony again. He's not under the balcony. They're taking ramp control.
This is exactly what I wanted to see. 2 players going down ramp, getting aggressive. That's where you need to go and hunt down some bodies, find some targets, see if they're going there, get the information. And what they're going to find here, if they poke their noses a little further, is that no one is in this position. And lag are going for that mid control with 3 players posted up, waiting out the utility.
This does look like it wants to finish B here, John. There's 2 players in reinforcement. Big pressure on for Nifty. He's just out looking underpass right now. Without the utility to cover, this could be rough. Just trying to guess, basically. He doesn't have the information. But with DJ coming up catwalk to give him a little bit of support, he could be a bit more confident in some of these fights.
Based.
Timing game. Timing game. Nifty gets the better of him, but can Nifty get away? A bit of hesitation on the movement there. And now the fight top mid would be costly. Flashbangs to give him some space. They're looking inwards.
Wow.
I mean, DJ's reading this right, and Nifty striking for another. Might just make this difficult. Smoke pop. DJ ready with the shot. Gets dinked up and dropped, but it's still Louis with a good position to defend from. He takes down the Apps player. Can't snap around to the second, but his teammates are on the line, and Nifty will connect for a third.
Wow, nice round from Nifty. Gets the opener and then re-peaks, I would say, against what I thought he should do, because once you get that frag, you have the 5v4, don't necessarily need to go into that fight again, but he does, and he hits the shot to his credit, then makes a fantastic adjustment, reading that the hit was going to come towards the B site, and finds the final one in the apartments. So unfortunate for ogwizard, because he pops the smoke, but it favors Might. He ends up dying without doing much damage. So a little unfortunate for lag in that round, and again, perhaps a little disjointed after they lost those opening players, but Nifty deserves a ton of credit for taking control of that round. And now you're going to see Snakes again, and one thing I liked from Might is they kept 2 players posted up at ramp the entire round. They did not give up that space, and here it's going to pay off. Snakes gets one, only one traded out. Scar's going to manage to get one more, and again, ogwizard, man, has he been good for them in the early part of the season, gets another one.
Painful miss again for Nifty. Chased by the nade and dropped on down, and now they're in big trouble. Bomb gonna be planted, that can't be denied. Louis and DJ, if the double play towards ticket might be good. There's a smoke here, John. But this is gonna be a really tough crossfire to break. DJ will shift around to try and do so, but he has to back away. They're running out of time. Got to start to make the move. OG collects his third. And DJ hunting it down. Spam through the smoke. Dropped. And a lead for lag as we hit the break. So lead for lag. Some spicy play, particularly for ogwizard here. And lag punishing, in particular, that A setup out from Might. But now the roles are reversed, John.
Indeed. Mike coming in on the attacking side, and I mean, talked about how effective DJ has been on the entries on the T side in particular. And unfortunately, the other player that's been effective is Dan's, and he's not here. So hopefully DJ can take care of business for the most part. I think Nifty's also going to be looking for some, but usually he's the one finding openers on CT side and not as much on T side. As
he's still going to be setting up right now.
Exactly. He's setting up the util more often than not on the back lines here.
They're letting DJ see if he can just walk up catwalk, and the answer is yes. In fact, he can just walk up catwalk. There is no one to check him. There's not even anyone from A looking at him.
That's bad.
Yeah, he's confused. He's like, guys, I feel like I should have seen someone by now. But he has, in fact, just cleared ladder, walked all the way up, and he's going to be able to strike here for bricks. So now he's in position. This take should be good. 1-for-1 trade here. Nick's burning. Has nothing to do. DJ, in fact, did get that kill as well. And he knows they have to be coming from market. So Louis already posted, set up for it. And that's a huge blunder for lag. Look, if you want to play heavier on A, that's one thing, but somebody's got to be spotting cat. That just left a massive hole for them to run on through. Nick will try and make this still a possibility, but he's got a ton of work to do and many targets to find, and it turns out to be one too many.
Wow. Yeah, that's extremely surprising that no one's even having a look towards Cat with 3 players on the A side. I mean, like you said, sure, you can have that heavy presence, but just have someone from triple or something from jungle, perhaps, having a peek at connector and saying, hey, is anyone going up Cat? DJ was there for a long time. I mean, he was walking up Cat. They could have spotted him at any moment, and he was probably extremely baffled that he was able to make it there without any fight required.
Yeah, he's just walking up. He's like, really?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'll take it. And I mean, that's a key piece to that B take, right? Because he finds the first frag after lag got the opener.
So nicely done indeed. Lag going to try something cheeky with the 4 USPs. Snail walking their way up. But shockingly, straightforward A take coming through. It's not going to do that much. Bomb will eventually make its way towards site. Nifty will realize where everybody's coming from. Good discipline to not just swing those eeks. Get any eeks? Got one. Desperation spam here, perhaps. Ooh, did he not see that player right above him? A little bit of confusion there, but a couple Mac 10 kills. And just Nick pulling away with a Mac 10. Not really much to do with this. Certainly nothing to actually be saved through.
Nope. And lag fall just like that. Not much expected with just the USPs in their hands, and might have tied up the scoreline 7-7, trying to get themselves back into this one and into the lead. And you're going to see Louis investing into that AK after losing the Mac 10 in the previous round. Makes sense. Makes your buy up a lot more potent against what will be rifles across the board for lag. And ogwizard, who has been the highlight player here for lag with 15 frags, also did the same last night, right? He had 42 overall, and I don't believe was a top rated player. In fact, that was Xpero was top rated at 1.21, but still, I mean, ogwizard was everywhere, and he was able to get those important impact frags. Doing the same here tonight. I mean, he's a big reason why lag got 7 in the first half. On the other side, I'm curious to see who they're deploying as their entry. It looks like it's been Snakes or Scar that have taken those opening duels. That's interesting. ogwizard gets the opener onto DJ, who peeked out of Palace. Nifty walks out, and ogwizard drops him. Here he goes again.
Yeah, just anticipating that timing with the smoke up. Nice kill. And this one's looking like a non-starter. Bomb plant would be nice, but securing it gonna be a little bit too much to ask. Scar with 1 kill to at least keep this from being flawless, but that's gonna be all she wrote. Another brilliant round put together from ogwizard. ogwizard having a monstrous game here. The 2 KD after that one.
Wow. All right, ogwizard gives his team an 8th round, shuts down Might on what was a semi-bonus round, but they did lose some bodies in a couple of rounds prior, so it's not going to be the best buy up here. You do see a good chunk of util. Louis having to settle for the Tech 9 because he was the one who had to reinvest in that previous round. So some of the efforts from Lag, the damage did earlier, paying off. That's a great smoke pop, a standard one that's been around since I think the beginning of CS2. Based. Going to go down, actually. I thought he would win a fight there, but Scar's the one to find the opener. Then a second onto Nick. All right, 5v3, a site taken. There is a player hiding around the corner here over at Ticket. And that is Experid of reinforcements coming in the form of Nyx. They're waiting for the smoke to fade, and Experid's just watching above him.
Question is, first kill found. Second, might have justified it. As it is right now, especially with ogwizard so far away. Imagine, well, this might turn into a save, and they might regret not pulling that plug a little earlier. Just OG. See if he can't just get one parting shot. And the answer is no. How heavy do they want to hunt? Snakes is chasing this. Ooh, Snakes is chasing this somewhat aggressively.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they should be too aggressive here. It's not necessary. Their money's not great unless they want to try to ego.
They won't be there. They won't be there.
Yeah.
Well, Nifty. Hang on. Pressure on. Does he go for the swing? He does,
okay.
And he's got the shot as well. So gun drop down. Now that op's out of their hand. That's the big threat out of this round. That's going to make it very difficult to justify a buy around. And that now draws out the 3rd timeout from Lag.
Wow, already gone. That is, oof, that's going to be tough. I mean, it is a close series. Sorry, a close map. So I understand them calling that timeout at a point where it feels like things are getting a little bit problematic, but that means nothing left for the remainder of this map. Oh, that's a tough one too. I don't mind the peek from Nifty in that situation, right? You've let the time run down. You have one opportunity to peek around, see if someone's there. They were. He gets the frag. Perfect. I mean, that could not have gone better for Might. It's tough for ogwizard. And now Lag are just on those pistols. The Deagle, 5.7, and CZ. Experid actually goes for the full util set, and oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Raro. Little DC there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Panic stations. Panic stations on. Oh. There we go.
We'll get there.
All right, we'll get that restarted here in just a moment here.
Yeah.
We'll get reconnected in just a moment and hopefully be back in. Hopefully we don't miss too much here, John. But what are your impressions here at 8-8, tied up, knotted up, getting into that latter chunk of the game? And it seems to be a ladder chunk that's going to see Might take the lead.
I mean, my impressions, Mike, are that Lag is a team that appears to be well constructed right now, and ogwizard as their opper, I mean, has really helped them get things done, not only with the AWP, but with the rifle as well. So it's that individual effort from ogwizard. I'm seeing a little more coordination, of course, in terms of their utility usage, which is great on their T side. I still don't know how they're going to fare against tougher competition, even though Might, with the roster they have and the experience they have, should be one of those teams that's tougher competition, but they're still finding their form, and Snakes, of course, being a new addition, having to try to figure out if Dance is going to be there. Yeah.
Hold on, just had to put that in there. Big up my boy.
Oh yeah, Snakes. Yeah, Snakes top fragging over on Might. He's doing a great job, and I'm glad to see them trying to work him in effectively. I think he's, like they mentioned when they picked him up, an important piece that can really fly and hit a high ceiling. So
it's interesting as well, especially in that first half, right? Not necessarily having so much of the creativity and positioning, but in the actual play, I mean, the mechanics are certainly there again, which is cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool. Had some insane mechanics back in the day. Again, that Deagle was just something that you did not want to come up against. So you'll have to pardon me my excitement, folks. But if Snakes come back and he's at any point, 90% of the talent that he was before his time off, it's going to be a very exciting thing for North American Counter-Strike.
For sure. And I just also want Mike to Snakes to get the opener as you're talking about him, propping him up, pumping his tires, and he's delivering. Yeah, with that frag onto Nick. Takes a lot of damage, but it's still such an important one to find. Gives him the 5v4 edge, a lot of space gained. Now there's no information for lag at underpass, and they only have one player on the B site, and you see Nick's kind of saying, okay, I need to gain some space. I need to figure out if they're going to be up close to the B site. He's actually peeking aggressively. Gets one, maybe the second. No, he backs off. Very wise of him not to take that fight further.
Look at how much space. Look at how much. Oh, did he just spot the shoulder of Scar?
I think he did.
He might have. He's out of the blue chair. I don't know if they're going to think he's sticking around. Let's watch that fight. Oh, nope. Okay. We're on the other side of the map, but the site is lost. The bomb's going to go down. And as a result of it, this round is going to be over. Lag will save.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess it gives me a chance to talk a little bit more about Might. I kind of want them to find that stable starting five because Dan's hasn't been there all the time. If he's the answer, we need to have him in the server on a consistent basis, and that's something that you never want to have as a team, trying to figure out who is your fifth player and constantly shuffling your backup in. And I mean, Louis, no disrespect to him or anything, he's a great backup, but I think he kind of fits only in the backup role. They need a starting five roster or a fifth player that's going to be there all the time. I hope Dan's is that player because he's a great talent from Latvia, but if not, let's hope they find someone else.
Don't say Latvia too many times or you'll summon Heku.
I know, yeah, I was thinking about Heku and I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, I was going to ask her how to pronounce his name, but it seemed pretty straightforward, so.
Yeah, no, that one's a pretty straightforward pronunciation. It's actually pronounced... Yeah. No, I don't think so.
No, I think it's just Dan's. Well, maybe it's not. Either way, Might putting on a good show here on their T side. 10-8 already. Snakes continues to hit his shots. He found an important one there at the beginning to gain all that space. And then Lag could not retake the site. Scar is going to just walk out here. This is very ambitious from Might and denied by Lag. 3 frags in a row. Snakes takes a lot of damage to get that one, and now they're in trouble.
I mean, the smokes are good, but no Molotov for the underbalk. I think does them in on this one. Try and get a little bit faster, perhaps, with the 8 try and catch them with their pants down. I mean, you can understand trying to throw in the change of pitch, right? You've gone for some heavy mid plays. You've gone for some B plays. You're thinking they might stack. You're thinking they might try and anticipate you. And, well, they don't. They keep the pretty strong defense here towards A, and it's a bit of a shutdown. The question becomes, you've got money. So how do you best take their money away? How do you go hunt this up if you're Nifty?
I mean, I don't mind the idea from Nifty going towards Cat here and peeking into the site from Connector, but I doubt they're going to be showing face. I mean, they have the bomb. They're probably just going to tuck.
One would imagine. But you can tell the save's not on their mind. Necessarily.
Okay.
He's just trying to bait somebody into his crosshair. And now he actually is saving. So I don't know what that Molotov was about. I thought he was trying to flush somebody out to see if they'd chase him. Ooh, spots the player top mid. Backs him away. Snakes recognizes he's in a little bit of a precarious spot. But it seems like a peace treaty is going to be called from both sides. They're just going to let this one go.
Still wondering what Nifty was thinking with the Molotov. It's not to draw someone out, like you said. Just, I don't know, trying to create discord. Perhaps hoping that someone would walk into the crosshair of his teammate towards ramp. Maybe try to go for some sort of flank. That could have been on his mind, perhaps. But either way, it is going to be a lag round victory. The quick push towards the A site didn't pan out, but might still have plenty of cash in the bank to invest into this round. It will be another full-on buy-up, and I would imagine this time they're going to go back to their tried-and-true patient play and executions that are coming through. They are going to aggressively take mid, though. They already have a player out. Ogwizard! Oh, he connects, but it's through the wall, and then Nifty finds base. Oh, Ogwizard's going to want that one back.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Can't blame him for the shot. I mean, he's got scarred, wounded. That is not the result they were looking for, and now Might, with the 5v4, with the momentum in their favor, get a punish round on Lag. Seems like they just want to bunch in towards B. But now we see the slowdown. Oh, DJ. DJ just misses him on the jump across. Gives up the audio cue as well. So Experative now on the hunt. Timing is everything here, but Experative he's taking his time with this one. This could be the play. The problem is, with this smoke, it's locked everybody else in. So if Experative dies, oh, they've got a clean A site to take. This might just be a full-on save from Lag. I don't even think they're going to contest.
That was what I was worried Experative would do. Get a little too antsy, try to chase down a frag. He didn't have to. I like the idea. Go into Palace, get that space, gain it, but you don't have to get aggressive. You can just kind of hold that angle. In particular, maybe if someone's on the A side, I would say, okay, chase it, but he's the only one. He's the only one near it. So if you die, the site is gone. And, well, there you go.
Talk about being cautious with that smoke wall. Reinforced in, but the bomb goes down. The round is saved. And at this point, we might see a hunt. Nifty's got some cash in reserve. Snakes has some few dollary dues as well. And if they could take these guns out of the hand of Lag, you might get into a situation where they just don't have a whole lot to fight for these final rounds.
Yeah, I mean, send the riflers out. See if they can do something. Nifty can certainly drop you if you need it. But instead, they are
really conservative on the hunting.
Yeah. I mean, again, they haven't really had the opportunity with a ton of cash in the bank to go for a hunt. And here, yes, Nifty has 7K, Snakes has 3.3, and you're going to get more from the round victories. But I think they just want to be cautious and not go for it, given the fact that money could disappear very quickly. And it's also a very close scoreline.
Yeah, it is. Coming down to the wire. And I mean, as well, if you're Might, you're just betting that even with guns in hand, you can outplay Lag in these rounds.
Exactly.
So far, we have seen that in effect. Reminder that this was a 7-5 in favor of Lag at the half. They struggled to hold on to sites here. I mean, that round was really just about the 1v1 with Experative.
Yep. No, it was just a poor decision, I would say, by Experative pushing up, given the fact that no one was on the A site and he was their only kind of line of defense. Even if he wins that fight, though, and there's 3 other players coming from Might towards A ramp, they can just push up and see if anyone's on the site proper. And if no one's there, he's in a bad position anyway.
Yeah. I think he's just feeling the pressure.
Oh, yeah.
In that moment, trying to make a play. Speaking of pressure, a lot of it's being applied in mid here. Look at all this space. Conveniently, the CT's even put some smokes out for them. Trying to gain some ground. This is going to be an A pinch. So a lot more presence coming from Khan than they've been used to. See how Lag react to that. They do have the 3 bodies on site. And ogwizard's here with that big green that has been so very good for them. Oh, this smoke fade. Experative's betting on himself here. Experative is really betting on himself. Re-smoke up. That'll buy a bit more time. 40 seconds now. Life is getting dangerous. There's still mollies as well. They can shut down these choke points. That shot goes wide. Molly might need to come out right now. Oh, it's a little too late. They're already past it. And here's going to be the sandwich play. Nade in hand, but no, Scar's got it. Man advantage now. Everyone bunched up in ticket. They're being shut out by utility. And this bomb's going to be planted, and Lag just have a straight-up fight on their hands. Scar holding the line. Flashbang will clear him, go over him. And Scar will strike, swinging off of it, knowing he's got a player caught. 2 for 1, and it's just Nyx bailing the heck out of there. Might will be finding map point.
What a round from Scar. I mean, think about it this way, right? You have a player towards sandwich, 2 are trying to come out of ramp completely unaware of his positioning, and, well, it looks like it's going to be 1 frag at least for Nyx onto Nifty, but I mean, 2 players coming out, no idea the positioning. DJ still pulling his rifle up because he had utility in hand, and Scar, the heads-up play to pull a 180, turning around, getting the frag, saving DJ's life, and perhaps their round in that situation. And afterwards, he holds the line towards CT. Great work from him as he helps his team find a 12th. Three rounds now for Mike to close this one out. Yesterday, Lag were able to come back and get 4 in a row on Nuke, up against 1 more to push to overtime. They also went to OT prior to this, up against Might. Ended up losing that one 16-14, but still. made it there. Can they do it again? ogwizard peering around. This would not be a favorable fight for Scar if he peeks around this corner. He's actually going to be smoked off from the angle, and in fact, it's going to be the Opera backing off for lag. Not wanting that fight, giving up a lot of control towards mid if anyone decides to push out. It's a great resmoke of window by Might, and Nifty, in fact, will have a peek here.
A spicy deep smoke out. Yeah, I mean, they have to know, right? If you're Might, right now you're looking at this and you're going, why are they smoking the hall like
exactly. This? Somebody behind this. Yeah.
Is behind it. We are just going to wait him out. Nick's playing from the kitchen. Do or die. Could maybe get one kill, drop the molly.
Oh, they're all waiting.
A little bit more.
They're all waiting.
Time's an issue now.
Man.
And Louis just wins the duel. Wins the entry. Problem with the A1S. Gets the headshot. Doesn't matter. So now on comes the take. 2 players ready for this. Louis, the sacrificial lamb, the canary in the coal mine, but the trade is good, and that's what they were looking for. One more on. That's the bomb. Time could be an issue, but it's just OG they have to deal with. And OG will not read this. Shot on the side of the head. That map's over. Might prevail. That second half was just a different story here, John. They looked far and away the better team.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think that's where we expected to see it, right? With their ability to execute, with their proficiency, with the utility, a much more experienced veteran team led by Nifty.